What we do here is go back.
Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Talking up with Cindy and Jerry.
How's it going, everybody?
Hope everyone's doing well. Welcome back.
What did you pour us?
It's called Hardywood.
Hardywood's gingerbread stout. It's actually really smells really good.
I think this was one of those beers that when we went that day to the
Tastes good. Pumpkin Craft?
yes, Pumpkin Craft.
Oh, okay.
Yes, that you mixed up and got a whole bunch.
All right, let's get into it.
I'm trying to taste this.
No, hold on. Yeah. Smells like...
Wow, it's really creamy.
Don't eat the gingerbread or drink the gingerbread man.
So
you got my gripe about we were in the stores the other day.
we were at the stores the other day. Right before I went to Florida, I was looking at clothing and stuff like that. He always wanders to the toy section because
I do. I don't know
our younger
why.
son is obsessed with Transformers. So occasionally he tries to go and see if there's a unique one that he can pick up.
Yeah, he's gonna put it on the shelf. I mean, you know.
So we started getting into this debate on toys from when we were younger or from when our two older kids were younger also.
Well, here's what happened. I'm walking by, and I see an aircraft carrier, and being a Gen X, a Gen X person.
He's like, what does a dog need with a put up?
Yeah, I'm like, Paw Patrol? Aircraft carrier? What happened to the days of G.I. Joe? The flag, I think it was called the U.S. flag. I mean, I think it was probably the size of this bar.
Oh, the other one that Jeremy played, the Heroes.
Rescue Heroes.
Rescue Heroes.
But they were
action figures.
They were action figures of
They
firemen.
were dogs.
No, they weren't dogs. Real people, firemen and firewomen, and then he had the heroes also, Wolverine and Doc. Those are probably collectibles.
Yeah.
We gave them away, but those are probably they probably got some value.
Yeah, the kids cartoons have gotten interesting nowadays. I mean, let's say, well, they've been interesting for a bit because when our other two kids were watching cartoons, they had some weird cartoons also.
All our kids were Transformer fans.
Yes.
Even our daughter.
Yes.
We
instilled that in them.
Yeah.
We have the.
There's like a video, and maybe I'll find it, and I'm asking my youngest one right now, like, who's this guy? Optimus Prime.
Was like 2.
Who's this guy? Bumblebee. Who's this guy? I'm like, yeah, he had 2 different Bumblebees. I'm like, yeah, this is Bumblebee 2 also.
No, he knew them. He was like 2 years old, and he could name the Transformers, which was everyone thought it was so cool.
Yeah, so.
But we're into classic cartoons. We think we don't have nothing against the new ones.
No,
it's just a little odd.
I just think when we were growing up, one of my best intro songs was Mask. Mm-hmm. It had a kick-ass intro.
I'm sorry,
it was like a rock.
Hanna-Barbera girl.
No, listen, I like Hanna-Barbera, Space Ghost. I think they should make a movie on Space Ghost.
That would be so cool.
Right? Like, you got Marvel, you've got DC, Hanna-Barbera, Space Ghost.
Yeah, I'm a Hanna-Barbera.
Or Birdman. Birdman! There you go. Let's bring some really I'm going to post that out there. Like, we need the Hanna-Barbera superheroes.
Oh, even they've been doing the Scooby movies because we're Scooby fans.
Big Scooby-Doo fans, absolutely.
Yes. And we got our kids.
They've watched Scooby-Doo. You guys remember I had the big portrait here with the dogs, and Scooby-Doo was in there. And then I'm a Snoopy fan. I grew up watching the holidays of, you see that little circle special on Channel 2, and you knew it was going to be...
something about the classic cartoons. I don't know. Even Tom and Jerry.
Yeah. I mean, listen, don't get me wrong. I think some of them were...
pushing the nose back then.
Oh, yeah. Heckle and Jekyll.
People weren't as sensitive back then. They didn't pick apart the cartoons back then.
No. Now, we're in the day and age that...
Heckle and Jekyll were cool.
It
was a little racist, but it was cool.
It's like that song. They were talking about a Christmas song.
Oh, Honey, It's Cold Out.
Honey, It's Cold Out There. But the same year, the guy was running off like the #1 hits, which were like hip hop and they were like up there, like in the hey, you playing that on the radio?
Yes, but
going back to the toys,
I forgot to pin my mic. I have it hanging.
I'm trying this because I noticed I have a higher pitch than you. I'm trying to talk with my work voice. My work voice. Hello, Jerry speaking.
With his work voice.
But I just think the toys were way cooler. You know, you were excited if the hand could
nowadays,
move.
It's a lot more different. If the hand could
grip, it was like, oh, this is awesome.
I guess so, but...
And then you had some of the cartoons that were based on the video games. Pole Position.
Yes.
Donkey Kong, Pac-Man, which they didn't watch some Pac-Man.
We showed them Pac-Man.
Yeah, but, you know, we grew up in an era where you got up in the morning on Saturday and you had this big giant bowl of cereal. For me, I was very basic, Rice Krispies. Others had the Fruit Loops and Apple Jacks. And you would just sit there and you just...
eat your cereal and watch cartoons.
You know, and that's it.
And you guys didn't even care if your cereal got soggy.
No, absolutely not. It just was like, you know, you would just keep it going and stuff. And cereal was cheap, so you would just keep on. We were all on sugar highs.
You really ate that much cereal?
I ate a lot of Rice Krispies, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
We didn't eat that much cereal in my mom's house.
I'm not saying...
I mean, there was only the 3 brands that she would buy, but...
I think the exaggeration is the big bowl, and probably there were some.
I see that because when I
am more of
saw your brothers with big bowls.
Yeah, I'm more of the small bowl, but I would add more to it. Yes.
I would see his younger brother with like the Tupperware bowl.
The Middleton?
Big Tupperware bowl full of cereal with milk. And I'm like, can you fit any more in there? We had like little bowls. We served 1 serving and that was it. We didn't refill ourselves or anything like that.
Like nobody died in G.I. Joe. Like there was laser fire all over the place,
injured.
And everybody would run across. Everybody ran across, and nobody got hit with a laser. I think the only person that got hit was like I think Duke. Like I think they shot out like a snake to his back, and you know he was sick for like a couple of episodes maybe. Oh no, wait! I should have said that the most horrific, sad, crushing thing was when Optimus Prime died in the movie of 1986.
He was a robot. I knew that
He's
was going to get it with that
one. Yeah. What's they say in the movies? A sentient artificial life form.
Yes, okay.
It was that a robot.
I knew I was going to get it with that one.
All right? When he died, it was like... They knew they had to bring him back. It was just that...
That's Optimus Prime.
Yeah.
You got to have him.
No, it was like... Listen, Optimus Prime with the whole... You got the touch... It wasn't going to work. No. Optimus Prime was like, I think he was there for like a couple of episodes, and they're like, yeah, we just got to bring Optimus Prime back.
So what was your favorite cartoon?
Transformers, Optimus Prime. Well, I mean, listen. Let's think about this. You know, Justice League Friends, right? Justice League? I think that was, Justice League Friends was cool in the beginning. I think that was like late 70s.
As a little kid, do you remember what was your favorite?
Like how far back? Like, what are you talking about?
Like 8 or 9 years old.
Oh, I don't know. I mean,
10.
Was it Justice Friends, maybe?
Oh, it was? Okay.
I think so. I mean, I think that...
Like, my favorite ones were...
Yeah, like, He-Man wasn't out yet.
Like, Mighty Mouse and...
I mean, I watched Mighty Mouse, you know, Mighty Mouse and the Frog. The Frog.
Yeah, stuff like that. You know, and was it...
Gecko and Jekyll.
Yeah.
I
know. They're funny, though. They don't talk about
You'll see Tom and Jerry's out there on cable, but they won't...
It's taboo to talk about them.
They won't show Gecko and Jekyll.
No, it's taboo to talk about them. I thought they were hilarious. But it's taboo to talk about them. Nobody talks about them. That. That's sad.
How about... So then you had Sunday, and it had a couple of cartoons, and you had Davey and Goliath.
I didn't watch those.
You didn't watch those?
You're a little bit older than me.
It was this Christian cartoon. It was... puppets, I guess puppets. They were not animatronic puppets.
I didn't watch those.
And it was, I don't know, Davey. You better not do that. The kid was like, I'm just gonna, light the firecracker next to this guy's butt. No, Davey. No, maybe not that extreme. But it was always like the dog was talking like, hey, kid.
I didn't watch that. I think I watched more like
Land of the Lost.
Land of the Lost and the Boogaloo.
I think Davey was a Sunday cartoon. You didn't have a lot of cartoons on Sunday. You got up early.
See, okay, this is where you guys got to watch cartoons on Sundays.
Yeah.
Coming from
not too many. Not too many. It was very
we had to
limited.
Clean.
On a Sunday morning?
Saturdays and Sundays were made for cleaning at my mom's house, so we didn't get to watch cartoons. We only watched them during the week after school.
You know why? You guys were dirty, man. You just were filthy. You were filthy animals.
My mom was a clean nut.
No, you guys were just... I went to your house the first day I met you. You were like cleaning. You were cleaning.
My mom
I went
was
like
a
this.
Clean nut.
I was like, man.
Yeah. You wish.
It was.
He was impressed that I was a cleaner. He was like, "Ooh, this was a good marrying quality wife."
I'm gonna lock that up, wrap it up in a bow. No, I mean, we watch cartoons in the morning.
You're a house full of boys. We were a house of girls. My mom had us cleaning.
And that's why I married you. We're 34 years, baby. By the way, that curtain up there, we probably should change it to a summer curtain. Let me stop. I'm only joking. No, but they would change. Not to change top. You guys would change like curtains every season.
Yeah, my mom.
That was like a big Hispanic thing on your side of the family.
Yes.
Nobody switched a curtain.
I don't do that anymore.
No, we just sat there.
I do say no, but not as much.
Watch the cartoons. Your mom was like, change the curtains again.
Change curtains. And then, she would wash them in the washing machine. Then we had to iron them on the ironing board. Because there was no steamer back then to steam them while you hung them up.
No.
I had to iron them.
All right. I don't know how we got into curtains, but so going back to the toys, cartoons. Let me think about this. There were, your main ones were Transformers, G.I. Joe. I think Ninja Turtles came out in the 90s. Maybe late 80s.
They came out in the 80s. Ninja Turtles came out in the 80s.
I was older, though.
But you had, you're missing, Hanna-Barbera.
I did. Hanna-Barbera.
Gorilla.
Oh, yeah. Quick Draw.
Yeah.
The cat. Ricochet Rabbit.
Yes, you see.
And Kung Fu, weren't they going to make a movie on that? Kung Fu,
I think so.
Kung Fu Fooey, the dog?
Yeah, Kung Fu Fooey.
Yeah.
You see?
Jetsons.
The Jetsons.
Flintstones. All right, so here we go.
These are
It's getting back.
Yeah.
All right. So Flintstones was definitely a 70s cartoon.
Yeah.
Jetsons was there. There you go.
The Jetsons is so funny because it's like all the things that people would think they would be doing now,
No, we're not flying a cars.
Exactly.
I tell you what's happening though. I can hand out money and then you'll take the wallet and I'm left for like $2. That's see. And then you go shopping. Like, here to go the kids.
I do that all the time.
Here you go. Here's money. Yeah. Oh, I guess I'll have a hot dog maybe for lunch today.
I don't do that all the time.
No, now we live in digital age. It's just like,
I just take the credit card.
I got an alert again? What the? I gotta minimize this fucking cash flow on the credit card.
No, but come on, seriously. Those were some cool ones.
They were.
Gorilla.
Yeah, they were.
Come on. Gorilla in the window.
Oh, I have one.
What?
Gosh. Hey. Yogi Bear.
Oh, hey, boo-boo.
Hey, boo-boo. What do you think? I see a picnic basket over there.
So they were classic cartoons.
Sylvester and Tweety.
The ones nowadays... They're okay.
I gotta teach you something.
Mm-hmm.
That's what it is.
Yes.
Octonauts. I gotta teach you about the water and the sea animals.
Ours back then, they were just funny.
They were just shooting each other.
They were just funny.
G.I. Joe, Cobra Commander.
Woody Woodpecker.
They were just...
Come on.
They were eating a horse. That's see, when the horse came in. Everything was like someone was getting hurt. An anvil was dropping. Wile E. Coyote was like running and not realizing he was out.
A lot of stock in Acme.
Yeah. No, it was everybody was getting hurt really bad. Those cartoons.
Yeah, Anvils, Acme.
Yeah, and there was definitely
Looney Tunes.
Transformers. Everybody was always getting hit, shot, flipped over, punched in the face.
But even the Bugs Bunny cartoons.
It's rabbit season.
Yeah, it's rabbit season.
It's duck season.
Mm-hmm. Those are cool ones. Rabbit season, duck season.
I'm hunting rabbit.
Bugs
now
Bunny.
We got
Daffy.
We got what do we got on? What do the kids watch? What is? Janice has that. What are they watching?
I don't even know what they're watching nowadays.
You know who changed it up? I think Baby Einstein.
Baby Einstein was interesting.
I think that's...
He didn't really get into it that much.
No, I'm just saying. I think a certain point... Well, first of all, I read about why cartoons kind of faded away. It was one, it wasn't... The money wasn't there. Mm-hmm. Because to watch a cartoon, you could only, back then, have a certain amount of commercials. Mm-hmm. And that's how you make your money. Mm-hmm. And then, I think it was all about also, as they were pushing more of this, what are you learning from these cartoons? So one was you're not making a lot of money because you can't put a lot of commercials for kids.
Very
even
true.
Though I mean,
I remember for me
the 80s was commercials.
As I got maybe like 10, 12 years old, we didn't see so much of the cartoons. That's when we saw the other stuff like the Boogaloops.
Yes. Well,
Land of the Lost.
Right. Land of the Lost. But not only that, you had your you had your cartoons on Saturday morning, and then you had your ABC
specials.
Yes, and sometimes they gave it on weekdays.
Yes,
and so it was like some. I wish there was a website you could go and just like watch these
specials
ABC movies. Like they were teenager movies. It wasn't the Hardy Boys, but it was like some.
Well, the Hardy Boys. And
it was. Some of them were, but they were. I'm just saying. I don't.
Because they had a series at one point. Nancy Drew and the Hardy Boys.
Yeah.
I remember that. That was in the 70s and
80s,
early 80s.
Yeah.
Which were pretty cool. I thought they were pretty cool.
I think what it is. It is true.
And they were kind of not learning, but.
Were you a She-Ra fan?
I was a big She-Ra fan. I'm a Wonder Woman fan, so...
You know how you look at He-Man back then, and the guy was pale white. And
when he became He-Man, he
had a tan, yeah. He was like, I'm Latino He-Man.
They didn't do that to She-Ra, though.
No, she didn't. No, she didn't. She was like, listen, I'm Caucasian.
They just
the other He-Man was like,
short skirt.
¿Qué pasó aquí?
They just gave her a short skirt.
Yeah, they gave her a short skirt, and they gave He-Man a tan and stuff.
That don't make
He just needed an accent. ¿Qué lo que? ¿Qué lo que pasó aquí?
So.
Hey, see, I'm speaking some Spanish.
That's not Spanish. So.
How about Gem?
No, I wasn't big into Gem.
Gem, which they made a movie which had nothing to do with the cartoon.
I wasn't a Gem fan. Our daughter was big into the Powder Puff Girls.
That's when everything changed and Cartoon Network started. You had Two Stupid Dogs.
Oh my god, I remember
which
that one.
I don't know, it just... And then Jeremy was watching, which I thought was the most stupidest cartoon. Why are you watching that? Ed, and Eddie.
Okay, yeah, that
Who
was
watched
stupid.
Ed, and Eddie?
And then the other one was called Stupid Dog.
And then Two Stupid Dogs, and then you had Johnny Bravo.
They had Two Stupid Dogs?
Yeah, it was Two Stupid Dogs. Right?
But then there was the other one, the old man with the dog.
That was Nickelodeon, wasn't it?
Yes. I just can't remember. He's like, "You stupid dog."
Yeah, with the elderly lady.
Yeah, something always happened.
Well, so you had
something.
Yeah, you had Cartoon Network, and then you had the other ones where almost like Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure, but the two kids had they had deaf.
Yes.
Then
they had what was the
Mandy. I can't remember. Bill and Mandy.
Bill and Mandy. Then what was the other one that Jeremy liked a lot? That they were... No, the
Ed,
kids.
Ed and Eddie.
No, they were the other kids. That he had the bike helmet.
Oh, Rocket
Power.
Rocket Power.
Yes. They had so many weird cartoons.
Rocket Power was cool.
Yeah, it was cool.
There were some cool cartoons. And that had nothing to do about learning.
There was one also, they had the clubhouse inside the tree.
Yes, the kids.
I can't remember that one.
I'm surprised Jeremy's not here yet. He would tell us. Kids Club? I don't even know. You're right.
They were like spies or whatever, but everything was inside a tree.
So, I would say there was a point where there was educational cartoons.
Yeah.
And it just became like Ed, and Eddie.
They became dumb.
No, they weren't dumb.
They came dumb. They were dumb. They were dumb.
They made no sense. That's all they was. I mean, it's like G.I. Joe and Cobra. They just kept on fighting forever.
I don't know.
And nobody ever won.
Weird cartoons.
That was the time. That was the time back then for us watching these cartoons, and then watching the cartoons change.
That our kids watch.
Yeah, every 10 years. Again, we have 3 kids, 10 years apart.
10 years apart. So the cartoons have been very interesting.
Yeah.
Very weird. Like our...
I heard they want to bring Strawberry Shortcake back.
Really?
That's what I heard, yeah.
So our boys kind of liked similar stuff. Like, Jeremy liked Stanley, and then they kind of started to bring it back also, because Aiden kind of knew what Stanley was.
I didn't know that.
Bob the Builder. The Koala Brothers.
Oh, I love the Koala Brothers.
Disney characters that
Roly Poly Oly.
Yeah.
That was Jeremy.
Circus.
That was Jeremy's time.
Yeah. So like we keep in touch with, because our kids are all 10 years apart, so we knew about the cartoons a lot. But not because it's our cartoons I think our cartoons were were fun.
That's why our kids know Scooby-Doo.
Yes.
They know about Transformers. G.I. Joe was and the movies I thought the movies were cool, but I guess not as cool as Transformers. But at least Transformers.
Well, I mean, we've showed them old, also like Snoopy, when they had the specials.
When they had the specials. Well, that's one thing I did was we always share the specials that we grew up with in the holidays.
Yes, like I actually went and bought
the Christmas,
the Christmas claymation.
Rudolph.
They're called claymation.
No, they're
right?
not called claymation.
So what are they called?
They're like little puppets. They're not puppets.
People used to call them claymation.
No, claymation is that other cartoon with the British guy.
Oh, Gumby.
No, that's not Gumby's 70s.
Okay.
I'm talking about there is
So what are those two cartoons called? Like the Christmas ones with Rudolph?
But they're not clay. They're little stuffed creatures. I mean, they're little stuff.
Like puppets? They're like puppets.
Yeah, they move them. They stop and go motion.
They're puppets, though.
The clay one is the more recent one that the warehouse burned down.
I can't remember which one that is.
It's not Gumby, but he's an older. It's a British cartoon style, and he lives on the farm, I think. All right, we're drifting. We don't.
We're
we don't
trying
have
to remember which one this is.
But I know the warehouse burnt down with a lot of the clay characters.
Okay.
I just can't picture it, but I picture this guy, and I think he has like the Irish little hat, the derby.
I can't remember the name of it.
Gosh, really?
But I remember everything else.
You disappointed me. Disappointed me.
I remember everything else.
You're fired.
I'm fired.
You're fired.
Oh my
god.
No, no, but listen, we showed we don't do it anymore. But when they were little, especially our youngest, he's like, "Why do I gotta watch this?" I'm like, "Cause it's classic and it's the holidays."
Well, so it's a tough set. Angelica and Jeremy grew up with it, but Aiden was like more like, "Why am I watching this?
Yeah, why do I gotta watch it?" We're like, because it's
a classic.
It's classic. So we've made him watch Snow Miser, right?
Well, I mean, it was Snow Miser, but it was based on the,
Santa Claus is coming to town.
Yeah, that they wanted to snow in that town.
Oh, the Drummer Boy. We showed him
all of them. Drummer Boy.
I have the collection.
Peter Cottontail, Snoopy's Easter. Yes,
we try to show them classic stuff, even though they watch the newer stuff. We always want to introduce them to what we saw or what our older child saw. So just which they end up liking, or they keep on. They go, "Oh wow, I saw this. My parents showed me this. This is pretty cool," even though it's classic or it's old. Which I think it's cool. To each his own.
No, I think the cartoons are not as cool. I guess that's what I look at it.
Nowadays, no.
Some of them are, some of them are not.
Oh, Teen Titans were pretty cool.
Yeah.
They were interesting.
All right, well, I mean, that's our speech and talk of
old cartoons.
Because
if we forgot anything,
throw it in the comments.
Throw it in there. Tell us.
Like I said, it came up because I walked through Walmart and I saw an aircraft carrier, and I got closer.
Making fun of it.
I was like, Paw Patrol, dogs on an aircraft carrier. I said, "Where's G.I. Joe? It'll blow this ship out of the water." So that's what it was. So again, it gave us an opportunity to talk about it, and we could talk about it on and on and on. But I don't want to keep the video going. But
one day, you know what we're going to talk about? The mass collection that our son has of Star Wars toys. We have a giant Tupperware container in our crawl space because we won't get rid of them because it's Star Wars, of course.
Mm-hmm.
But he has a giant Star Wars of toy collections because he did watch the Star Wars.
Oh yeah, he did. He was big.
All of our kids are big into Star Wars.
They're also big into Star Wars. So, she would come up the stairs, and there would be a Star Wars battle with my younger one. Music's playing on Spotify or whatever I was streaming, and just ongoing battles of Star Wars and stuff like that.
And he did watch the Star Wars cartoons.
Oh yeah, he did. He did watch the Star Wars cartoons. So anyway, put your comments down of a cartoon.
Give us
I know
your
there's
opinion,
tons.
or tell us about what you watch or what your kids watch.
There's a lot out there. You know what? On Saturday morning, I want to bring this out there. You had, I think that was more of a weekday, Thundercats.
Yes, Thundercats.
And Thundar. Mm-hmm. It was this cartoon. I think it was on a Saturday morning. And he had, it was the futuristic Earth. And he had, his own Chewbacca dude. Yes. And the girl was like a sorceress.
So do you remember? I know we're finishing, but you remember they had the Smurfs, and then they tried to bring up those other ones. Snorks. Yeah,
that was. Yeah.
Which was like.
I think that was a different channel also.
But it was like they tried to do Smurfs underwater, kind of.
Yeah.
It was kind of a similar animation.
Oh yeah.
Which was weird, but
no,
I figured I had to bring it up.
You know what? I will bring up we had to go to the movies, and we were gonna go see Aliens, the part 2 of Alien. We got there early, and
did you guys have to watch a cartoon?
we had to watch Smurfs: The Magic Flute because we didn't want to walk back. And she told us, because we're talking about cartoons, she said, "Well, you could watch because back then you could, back then you
Stay
could
in the theater.
you could stay in the theater and just watch a movie again.
Yeah.
It's not like now, like hey, you got to get out."
Because now it's assigned seats.
Right. And yes. So we went and we asked her, well, can we stay inside because we're really here to watch Aliens? She said, yeah, absolutely.
Did they try to kick you out?
So we saw it twice, actually.
Oh my gosh.
We got in there and it was like halfway through and then we had to watch it again.
Uh-huh.
And then we were like, all right, Aliens is coming. This is it,
Uh-huh.
And then they were like, hey, yeah, you guys got to exit? We were like, no, we're here to see Aliens. You were here no, the first half was Smurfs. Mm-hmm. Like, yeah, do you think we wanted to watch Smurfs? No, we wanted to watch Aliens. So we had to
show them your stubs?
No, we had to like hustle out and hide in the bathrooms and all this stuff,
and then come back out
and come back in. Yeah,
these guys are funny.
Because
we used to do that too. We used to pay to watch one movie.
Oh, we were doing it recently.
It was like maybe
8 years
ago.
Because
before they started doing assigned seats.
Who asked why we're going into the? Was it Aiden or Jeremy?
Jeremy.
Is it Jeremy?
Yeah, Aiden.
No, so Jeremy, my son. We would go. I'm not gonna say the theater.
Like hot.
Yeah, I would take the day off, and I'd be like, "Hey, we're gonna watch three movies," and we would go watch one, and then we watch another one, and then we watch another one. She could never do 4, but
no,
whatever. 3.
Well, we did 3 one time. It was a heat wave.
Yes,
and
yes.
We stayed inside in the air
and
conditioning.
not Aiden. My son Jeremy goes, "Why are we going in another movie theater? We saw a movie." We're like, shh. Yeah, this is all before Reserve City. Anyway, we as we drift. Yeah, like, share, subscribe. Hopefully you're liking the new intro. Again, in the next week or 2, this will be done,
stuff.
or you may even see it halfway done in a video and stuff like that. Progress there.
Maybe Cindy will get it started with him, and then she'll finish it by herself.
But
we'll see.
Yeah, and look out for the IG and TikTok. I think we're talking about doing a live stream on TikTok, maybe on Wednesdays.
Hopefully, we'll get to it.
Yeah,
once we open our TikTok.
Yeah, a lot of stuff is going on in
It's
these.
been very busy.
2 weeks.
It's been busy and laid back at the same time today.
Yes.
Like we
this
do
weekend,
stuff, then we take a break.
Yeah,
then we do stuff, then we take a break.
Yeah. Well,
I caught up on my TV shows. So
you did?
Good. Yes, I did.
I watched some stuff. So anyway, take care, everyone.
Take care, everyone.
Bye.
Stay healthy.
Yep.
Bye.